A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11 now. Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tackle by Jordan Willis.
The tackle made by Jordan Willis.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down, Tua. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Dolphins.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Tua to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on. And so that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he stopped immediately there. Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by Jordan Willis. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
It's certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Just like that.
Here's Darnold. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
A gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jordan Willis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Yeah, QB's trash. Let's go.
Here's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good.
Kickoff for Miami.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard line.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now this time, Tua is going to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He's got his man. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and now it's third down.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
And the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
He's brought down.
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
It's on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Circle around twice for the encore. You know.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
What's the run? They're waiting.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. And 80. Here we go.
Darnold from the gun. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the turnover, it's Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Tua. This is caught inside the 15. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 2nd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Grant. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
First down, Dolphins.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Adam Shaheen, 52 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll run here with Balazs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up second.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Darnold. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. And he's got it up and through.
Good. Makes the score Dolphins 17, Jets 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is Jakeem Grant. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
It's 2nd and 8.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now Tua. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Breida on a toss left. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Miami. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, here's Breida. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A quick throw there out to Williams. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Tackle made at the
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On the play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Tua now on 1st down. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Why you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards? They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 28-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Jamison Crowder on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Able to connect with Mims. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Darnold on 1st down. Caught here by Bell. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Le'Veon
2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Now it's Darnold. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Jordan Willis
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At the 31-yard line.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Quincy Wilson with an INT. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. You just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there? No.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And wait a minute, did the Jets get it? They did. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it first and 10 at the 40. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
Keeper. A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 39-yard line.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour.
They don't know my name.